Hello, greetings to Doctor. Today my group, which have me, TING and SHASHA BINTI AZMAN, is going to present you about the applications and hazardous of nanoparticles in drug delivery. So basically, what is nanoparticles in drug delivery? First, nanoparticles for the purpose of drug delivery are defined as submicron colloidal particles for the overall drug carrier. Thus, the technology required is nanotechnology, which nanoscientists are required to manipulate nanoscale particles. They are super tiny size, even a sheet of newspaper has 100,000 of nanometer thick. So, nanoscientists are trying to invent the nanobiological truck to carry the drugs. In other words, nanoparticles act as a modified capsule for drugs. Nanoparticle-based drug delivery systems have considerable potential for treatment for a big variety of diseases, like diabetes, malaria, cancer, HIV, cardiovascular diseases, and tuberculosis. So, why do we really need nanoparticles for drug delivery? Isn't the traditional capsule pill good enough? Or how does the nanoparticle actually succeed traditional capsule? There are a few main advantages by the nanoparticles. So first, it can prevent drug dissolve at unnecessary places, because most of the traditional pills will just dissolve at unnecessary places like stomach, intestine, etc. Therefore, the amount of drug must be big enough for it to be sufficient until it arrives the infected part of body. It can also protect the drug being expelled from body. Actually, a lot of drugs we have taken in are not accepted by our body because most drug substances doesn't belong to any part of our body. Therefore, our body will immediately try to expel the drugs like diarrhea to protect our digestive system, also known as one of the side effects of medication. However, nanoparticles can avoid being detected by our body immune system by designing precise structure to be welcomed and accepted by our body. Next, nanoparticle-based drug has higher drug carrier capacity. Because many drug molecules can be incorporated in the particle matrix, thus the amount of medicine can also be well controlled and monitored. Furthermore, more routes of administration like oral administration, inhalation, and subcutaneous injection are allowed. Therefore, instead of taking pills only, patients have more alternative ways to receive treatment for being more comfortable or less pain. Next, it has higher drug bioavailability. It means the amount of drug that actually enter the infected part of the body for the definition of bioavailability. Well, nanoparticle-based drug can theoretically perfectly let 100% of drug enter the affected part of body, which is a very big advantage compared to the other traditional medicine. And also, it has high feasibility of incorporation of both hydrophilic and hydrophobic substances. Means that nanoparticles-based drug will directly unaffected by the membrane, whether it's hydrophilic or hydrophobic. However, for traditional drug, this is an important part to be concerned because it defines which part of the body can the drug access to or not. Next, nanoparticles-based drugs can reduce the dosing frequency. This is the best advantage among all, just simply because the bioavailability is 100% and the drug can reach wherever you want. Therefore, the patient doesn't need to continually receive dose in order to maintain the drug concentration in their body. It is also helpful in vaccination like COVID-19. Therefore, the cost of vaccine might be reduced because less doses are required to produce immunity or antibody. Furthermore, it can resolve problem of non-adherence of prescribed drug, because the drug can easily be mixed with any food or drinks. This can highly help babies, pets, stubborn old folks to be willing to take the medication. It also enables controlled sustained drug released from the matrix. So we will see that from all these advantages above we have seen, it's very obvious that nanoparticle drug delivery is an inevitable technology in the next decade of medicine field. Well, there are some hazards we still need to concern. For instance, the distribution of nanoparticles in our body. If the nanoparticles are used for long-term medication, like blood pressure medication, the nanoparticles might be accumulated in some parts of our body somewhere, especially like liver and spleen. Furthermore, the nanoparticles enter in the cell or called intracellular uptake. It is hard to investigate the actual damage it brings in vitro versus in vivo. Means that the actual damage in our body is not easily can be researched or be easily to know. Next, for cellular targeting and organ-specific targeting, these two means that the nanoparticles are usually designed to cohere or penetrate certain cells or organs to deliver drugs. However, this might amplify the toxicity and side effects of the drug. And not only this, the side effect of nanoparticles might be very severe because the toxicity is determined by the area per mass of a substance. And the nanoparticle-based drug has a very high area per mass. Therefore, the side effect of it will be more severe than usual. So this is all of what we have researched about the hazard and the application of the nanoparticles in drug delivery. Thank you.